Amen.
The scriptures tell us in Ephesians 4:5 that there's one Lord, one faith, and one baptism. Y'all hearing that?
Amen.
Malachi 3:6 says that our God is one. And so therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Why? Because he is one. What did he do? He showed us earlier that he made a covenant with Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
Abraham took his son Isaac, circumcised in the 8th day. Is that right?
That's right.
Abraham performed all these different covenant rituals and rites that the king gave him. Because this is the faith. Now remember, over in the book of Psalms it says, all the gods of the nations are idols. And that's what Christianity is today. It's an idol. Because what Christianity has done is it has masked itself as being our faith.
Amen.
And the reason why I mentioned the book earlier, The Two Babylons, which we probably got an insurmountable number of them running around this place, is because Christianity, the way people trying to tell the history of it, did not exist until Constantine. When we read in our books right here, we'll see a few places where it says Christians and stuff, but you can see from the very beginning that that is not the faith of Abraham.
Amen.
The Most High did not make a covenant with Christians.
Amen.
As a matter of fact, history and the people who have been ruling over history has rewritten the books and have distorted the facts to confuse you, the people of the Most High, so that you don't know who you are. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know who you are, you won't have an appreciation for who you are.
Amen.
Not making any sense.
Amen.
So there used to be a time that the Hebrews used to suffer, and I mean really suffer. Really suffer. I'm talking about persecution, injustices, being murdered, chased down. Paul, the Apostle Saul, would tell you that himself. That's what they were doing. That's what they did. So, they suffered under this, there's this word called Diocletian rule. And that rule was in effect until the Roman Emperor Constantine. Now, when Constantine the Great, so they called him, he held a particular title. And that title, and I want to let you know that this is where the religion of Christianity started from. It started from Constantine. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why people are having a difficult time understanding us. Because we're coming from a Hebraic perspective and not from a Christian perspective. You know, we went back to the beginning and we walked our way on up to see where we are today so we can know who we are. All right? So there's this emperor named Constantine, which all of y'all are familiar with. They gave him a title. See if you ever heard this before. Pontifex Maximus. You ever heard that term before? Mm-hmm. Now, that is a very deceitful term. That's actually a term to cover up something. All right? But what that term means is supreme priest.
The Pope.
Did y'all hear what I said? The term Pontifex Maximus means supreme priest. All right. Out of which was birthed the Roman Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
You see, the emperor of Rome didn't dissolve. He just did not dissolve. What he did was change from a political figure to a religious figure. Am I making any sense? Mm-hmm. And the same pontiff, you ever heard of somebody named Pontiff?
Yep.
Or they refer to him as Pontiff?
The Pope.
The Roman emperor is still in place. Now, we all understand and we know that out of that Council of Nicaea, and we're going to deal with a few dates here for a second, but we all know that out of this particular council, and this council was not headed up by any Israelites whatsoever at all. They were all headed up by pagans, pagan priests. Now, where did the pagans get the name priest from? Well, they stole it from us.
Amen.
Because the Most High only established a royal priesthood through Aaron by the order of Melchizedek.
Right.
Am I making any sense? All right. So, all of these religions that we're familiar with today, no matter what they call themselves, are the daughter of the Pontifex Maximus, the creator and the starter of Christianity, Constantine. Am I taking this slow enough for everybody to understand?
Amen.
Are we getting this? All right, good. Keep in mind that the term Pontifex Maximus means supreme priest. In this country, we have a thing called admiralty law. That is the law that is actually ruling over this land. So whatever you see that you're able to read on the books, just throw it out. It don't mean nothing. They go to schools and they learn how to operate under this law. That's why when people go to court systems, they feel like they never get any justice, because they're coming from a mindset and you're coming from a regular, normal thinking mindset, and it somehow just don't fit. That's the same thing with this pagan Christianity that we've all been inundated with today. As we begin to take a good closer look at this, we find out that something is not fitting. And I make any sense? All right. So there's also a Latin association with Constantine, which is, and here's the term right here, the greatest bridge maker. Now, this term means he took the religion, or let's say our heritage, from the Israelites or the Hebrews, and he incorporated the pagan customs of the Romans of his day. And at this council, he mingled some of them together. So what the devil ended up doing, and mind you, they end up changing the one real true faith. We know that from the very beginning, the Most High established the Sabbath day. He gave numbers to all the other days, but he actually named the seventh day. He gave it a particular name and set it apart from all the other days. So Saul Invictus, who Constantine worshiped, he was a sun worshiper.